Talafalava and welcome to our Samoan language tutorial video 4. Someone had just asked me if I could just prepare some videos for those who just want to visit Samoa for the first time. So we'll start with our alphabet. I know that there's a lot of other alphabet teachings, but that's nice. They're all good. Punctuations, the punctuation marks that we need to have the proper pronunciations, okay? So our vowels, the alphabet begins with the vowels. A, E, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. That's those are our vowels. And then the consonants, they're pronounced as they are in English, but the names are Fa, Nga, La, Mo, Nu, Pi, Sa, Ti, Vi. And those are the names of the consonants. But if you don't really want to know the names of the consonants, it doesn't matter because they still sound the same as it is in English. But our vowels, so that's what we need our punctuation marks to show us what exactly and how exactly do we pronounce the words. So let's take a look at this two-letter word, ER. So if we pronounce our vowels as they are in the alphabet, then it would sound like ER. But unfortunately, most of our letters are not pronounced, vowels are not pronounced as they are in the alphabet. So let's put ear there. Here, here. It almost sounds like here, like there's an H before the I. But you can just pronounce it like there's an H, but not pronounce the H. And it'll be like Ia. Ia is him or her, he, she. Ia, the singular third person pronoun. O ia, sa, sau, anane. He, she came earlier today. Let's put the apostrophe before the I. Then the word becomes ear, ear, meaning okay. So you tell somebody, yeah, sauma amaise ka kalo. Yeah, bring a towel when you come. And the person will say, yeah, meaning okay. Let's move that apostrophe to between the I and the A. And bring the emphasis on top of the I. Then it's ia. Ia. Ia is fish. Ia. Okay, let's move the apostrophe back before the I. Put the emphasis on top of the I and on top of the A. And then it will be ia. 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 So you see that there's like a Y pronunciation there between the E and the R. Ia. Yeah, kind of sound like Eeyore. Ia. So, but Ia is start, begin. And it usually is to start a competition or have a race across the pool. And we're all lined up and somebody said, one, tashi, lua, tolu, Ia. And then everybody jumps up, start. So that's Ia. So we now see the importance of the emphasis. Let's look at another word, malu. Mo a la u, as it is, you would say malu. And you also notice that without the emphasis, the Samoan puts more emphasis on the first vowel, and the second vowel is less emphasized. You look at malu. So the ah has more emphasis, and the oo is almost not heard unless in the context you might know that there are exceptions. So like malu, malu, yeah, that's the loincloth. Now let's put the emphasis on the oo, and then the word becomes malu. And malu is bass in the choir. When the ocean is gentle and you're sailing and you see that the ocean is really smooth, like oil. And that's malu. Malu le tide. The tide is smooth. And then malu is also soft, tender. So saka ia malu, boil until it's tender. That's malu. Oh, but malu. Malu is the traditional female tattoo. Malu is also a shade. Yeah, that's why we call the fa'amalu, the umbrella. Fa'amalu is to give you shade. Or the roof, a secure roof that doesn't leak. Emalu le fali. And if we bring the emphasis on the ah, and then also on the u, then the word becomes malu, malu. And of course, if you're Samoan, familiar with the language, and you see that word without any punctuation marks, you'll know in the context that it's either malu, malu, or malu. Malu is gentle, soft. Malu lo leo, your voice is gentle. And malu le savili, the breeze is gentle. In our next video, we will bring in some more words and we'll put the emphasis and we'll bring in the punctuation marks so as to help with our pronunciations. But let's move on to our numbers. Numbers. I'm going to count in Samoan from 1 to 10. So go tasi, lua, tolu, fa, lima, ono, fitu, balu, iva, sefulu. Now, 11 is sefulu tasi. 11 is 10, 1, 10, 2, 12, 10, 3, 13. It goes on to 20. And 20 is 2, 10. Lua sefulu. And then tolu sefulu, 30. Fa sefulu, 40. Lima sefulu. So you see it says 5, 10. But, if it's in the 11 to 19, it's 10, 1, and all the way up to 19. And then 20 is 2, 10, 3, 10. Now, the digit is before 10, right? Tasi sefulu, or lua sefulu. And it goes on to iva sefulu. Now, 99. Iva sefulu iva. 9, 10, 9. That's 99. And the next number is still out, 100. And then we start again. So let's go 152. Selau, lima, sefulu, lua. 100, 5, 10, 2. Selau, lima, sefulu, lua. 152. And it's that's how simple the numerals are in Samoan. The only thing you might have to struggle with is the 1 to 10. And after 1 to 10, you just know that the next one is 100 or selau after 99. And then after 999, Iva selau, Iva sefulu, Iva, right? Iva selau, 900, Iva sefulu, 90, Iva, 9. Then comes Tasileafi, 1,000. We say Yafi. So that's 1,000. 2,025. So we go Lua, Afe, Ma, Le, Lua, Sefulu, Lima. So 2,000 and 210,5. Lua, Sefulu, Lima. All right. So those are our numbers, and hope it helps. But tune in to our video number 5, and we'll go through the simple conversations that you need to learn and pick up before you arrive to the Samoa airport. All right. Otherwise, have fun. God bless.